Greetings from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, within the First Union Center. It's time for hockey as the Philadelphia Flyers look to do battle against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Time for hockey. Greetings. I'm Bill Peterson here with Mike Weiss, ready to call all the action.
After disappointing exits from the playoffs the past few years, the Flyers are back to taking it one game at a time. Tonight, the opposition are the Penguins.
The Penguins finished well below 500 last year and are determined to make a run for a top spot in the Atlantic Division this year.
Guys going down is something that every team has to face at some point in the season. The Penguins need to respond better to injuries if they want to get into the playoffs this year.
And now, your Philadelphia Flyers! At center, number 97, Jeremy Roenick. At left wing, number 10, Tom Leclerc. At right wing, number 8, Mark Recchi. On defense, number 2, Eric Weinrich. And number 5, Kim Johansson. And in goal, number 32, Roman Cechmanek.
With Philadelphia's streaky postseason play, this season could turn into a soap opera. The Flyers need to keep the drama to a minimum if they're going to figure out how to make it out of the first round of the playoffs.
Folks, I think it's high time the Flyers focus on hockey instead of all the distractions that seem to surround this team. Roosevelt has the size and ability to play an up-tempo game. He can become a fixture on the blue line for any team and has the talent to really open up a game. Kim Johnson may be young, but he works the blue line like a 10-year vet.
Here we go with the first drop of the puck. Recchi takes it past the blue line. Leclerc sends it over to Roenick. Intercepted by Recchi. Brings the puck to the zone. Carries it past the red line. Recchi sends it over to the right wing. Roenick brings it past the red line. He takes the slap shot. What a save! Hedberg makes the block. Kovalev brings it over the red line. Carries it over the red line. Primo passes it to Johansson. Takes the puck up through the zone. Gagne carries it past the red line. Herdina sends it off over to Morozov. Brings the puck up, sends it back to the defenseman. Ferentz sends it up over to Straka. He passes it up the center. Morozov carries it over the blue line. He isn't letting the shooter see any daylight behind him at all. McGillis sends it up to the center. Primo sends it over to Williams. Lays it up to the center. He takes the backhand shot. With saves like that, it could be a long night for them. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Brashear. Straka passes it to Morozov. Brashear brings it past the blue line. He relays it to Hansus. Ferenc passes it to Straka. Over to the right wing. He lets the slap shot go. He looks to be in mid-season form with goaltending like that. McKenna sends it back to Nieminen. Recchi brings the puck up through the zone. Brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. It looks like someone has done some work in the offseason.
For the coolest game on earth. Tickets for the next home game are still available. Call 555-GOAL for your tickets.
In 6 minor league seasons, Hedberg had a 57, 29, and 15 record, posting 37 shutouts along the way.
Can you walk us through that sequence, Mike?
Hedberg denies the shot with a terrific blocker save.
This faceoff is left of the goal. Lemieux moves it to Bergevin. Takes the puck up. Lemieux takes it past the red line. And it's fantastic. The Pittsburgh Penguins take the early 1-0 lead.
I'd say their coach has some choice words for him about that goal.
Lemieux scores on a breakaway, rubbing in the fact that his opponents gave him an offensive advantage.
And that's as excited as I've seen this team in a while.
Pittsburgh
Brings the
goal
puck to his
scored
own.
by number 66, Mario
Velikov
Lemieux.
sends it to the left wing.
Assist to number 27, Alexei
Murray
Kovalev.
brings it past the
And
red
to number
line.
25, Mark Bergevin. Time of goal,
He takes the slap shot.
34 seconds.
Beach passes it off to Lemieux. Sends it over to Kovalev. Takes it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Great save. Weinrich passes over to Brendel. Hedberg sends it back to the defenseman. He lets the slap shot go. That save shows he came into camp ready to play this season. Williams brings it over the red line. Offsides is called. Mike, I'm impressed by the defensive single-mindedness shown by Primo.
Primo has great checking abilities. His checks can easily change the momentum of a game.
Moran passes it to the right wing. McGillis passes to the defenseman. Desjardins passes to Williams. He passed Moran, breaks up the play. Nieminen carries it over the red line. Carries it past the blue line. Williams slides it over to Gagne. brings it past the blue line. Takes the puck up through the zone. Takes it past the red line. Brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. All alone on the breakaway. Pusher sends it to Lacucci. Croft moves it back to Primo. Primo sends it back to Therrien. He sends it up the center. Primo passes it over to the left wing. Bone-crushing hit by Bergevin. Lemieux passes it to Kovalev. Carries it past the red line. He takes the slap shot off the blocker. Recchi brings the puck up, passes it to the right wing. Roenick carries it over the blue line. He was wrong. Hedberg, blocker save. Kovalev brings it past the red line. He lets chalk that goal up for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Oh, he's got to be pleased with his team's execution of the game plan.
Hey, Mike, what does the replay show?
Oh, folks, he just teed it up and let her rip. No chance for the goalie to stop that when you can bounce it in off the post.
Pittsburgh goal scored by number 2.
It's intercepted by Straka. He passes it off over to Herdina.
Number 16, Chris Beach.
He takes
and
the slap shot. Amazing. Czech loves that shot out of the air.
Minutes, 21 seconds.
Weinrich sends it off over to Jesus. Brashear takes it past the blue line. Fedora plays it up to the center. Oh, and he missed the pass. Herdina sends it up over to Straka. And he's put it on the board, will ya? Goal for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
You know, their coach looks like he wants to make some major changes.
A short wrist by Straka.
You know, Bill, I think that goal rebounded off the goalie.
Pittsburgh goal
Robitaille
scored
takes the
by
puck
number
up.
82, Martin Straka. Assist
Carries it
for
past the
number
blue line.
38,
He lets the slap shot
Herdina.
go.
Time of goal,
Knocked down
20
in front
minutes,
by
37
Chickmanic.
seconds.
Recchi sends it to Roenick. Leclerc brings it past the blue line. Recchi passes it to Desjardins. He takes the slap shot. Niemanen brings the puck up through the zone. Brings it over the blue line. And he takes... Score! Putting one past the goalie.
Goals always make the coach happy, provided they're in his favor, eh, Bill?
The wrist shot comes so quickly that the goalie can't react fast enough to the shot by Niemanen.
Pittsburgh goal
interception
scored
by
unassisted
Murray.
by number 10.
Ranhan
Billy
takes it past the blue line.
Time of the
Broken
goal,
up by
13
Melikar.
minutes, 38 seconds.
Penalty on the Philadelphia Flyers.
And we got a power play coming up here, Bill.
Oh, I'm sure that wasn't in the coach's game plan.
Philadelphia penalty to number 3.
Kovalev
Daniel
carries it over the blue line.
2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes,
Roenick
56
takes the puck up
seconds.
to the zone. Passed back over to Janssen. And he's checked by Beach. And he takes a wrist shot. Good goaltending is the best penalty killing you could have. Gagne passes it over to Roenick. Brings it over the red line. Carries it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. He gave up his body to make that save. Beach moves it over to Kovalev. Gagne carries it over the red line. He lets the slap shot go. That is the kind of save that will set the tone for his team for the rest of the game. Beach takes it past the red line. He moves it over to Kovalev. And he takes a wrist shot. With saves like that, you hardly notice they are a man down. Recchi brings the puck up. Hanzus brings it past the red line. Penalty over. That was a hard hit by Beach. Brings it over the red line. Therian moves it back over to Recchi. McAllister intercepts the pass. They get caught offsides. Czechmanek was impressive in the last play. How much?
Opponents are starting to adjust to Czechmanek's game. He needs to prove he can handle whatever they throw at him.
And he takes a wrist shot. Saved by Czechmanek. He takes the slap shot, and he is just getting warmed up. Ranhan takes the puck up. Murray brings it past the blue line. Croft brings the puck up through the zone. Passes it over to Primo. Takes it past the blue line. Brendel passes it off to Murray. Face-off to the right of Czechmanek. Straka passes to Pusher. Stopped. Czechmanek just got his glove on the puck. Erdina passes over to Morozov. And he takes a wrist shot. Great save. I hope he can keep this up for the next 2 periods. The Philadelphia Flyers have definitely struggled at times. Any thoughts on that?
Now, the Flyers play their best hockey on the road. If they can start winning more at home, they're a shoo-in for the postseason.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. Fedora sends it up to the center. He sends it off to Hanzus. passes it over to Brashear.
1 minute. 1
Carries
minute
it past the red
remaining in
line.
the first period.
Passes over to the left wing. Robitaille sends it over to the right wing. Niemanen carries it over the red line. McGillis slides it to Brashear. Takes it past the red line. He slides it over to Jesus. The Pittsburgh Penguins hold the lead after period 1, 4-0. We've played one, Mike. Your thoughts?
The Flyers have fewer shots on goal, Bill, which pretty much tells the story. The Penguins are playing a physical game. It's got their team's momentum high.
We're ready to start up the next period. Weinrich brings it past the red line. Straka brings the puck to the zone. Brings it over the blue line. He moves it to Maratsa. Man, what a save. Weinrich takes the puck up to the zone. And he takes a wrist shot. Save made off the blocker.
The Penguins have such a talented team, but due to injuries, they haven't been able to play as a team very much.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. Checked hard by Kovalev. The play is broken up by Gagne. Primo moves it back over to Williams. Checkmatic sends it over to Desjardins. He sends it to Williams. Brings it over the red line. Primo carries it over the blue line. Gagne passes it to the right wing. Mike, we're seeing some nice defensive play by Ferentz.
Ferentz tends to be a little over-aggressive sometimes, but that can lead to many scoring opportunities.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Hedberg. Vicious check by Maratsa. Play stops as he covers the puck. Face-off to the left of Hedberg. Straka passes it to Herdina. He passes it over to Morozov. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Weinrich. Roenick sends it off over to Leclerc. Carries it past the red line. Centering pass to Recchi. Melikar sends it up over to Bergevin. Straka sends it to Maratsa. Intercepted. Weinrich carries it over the red line. He passes it back to Straka. And he takes a wrist shot. And he gets called for offside.
Let's face it, injuries have plagued this team in the past. If the Penguins want to win, they need to stay healthy.
And he takes a wrist shot. Those saves are great warm-ups for the regular season. Pusher makes a long pass to McKenna. He lets the slap shot go. Stopped by Chickmanic. Hanzus passes it to Fedora. Takes it past the red line. Brings it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Great save! He's taken up where he left off last period. Pusher passes it over to the left wing. Brendel sends it over to the right wing. Ranhan sends it to the left wing. Murray passes it to the right wing.
For those of you who entered our drawing for your favorite replica jersey, the winner is Lucas Weiss. Congratulations,
Hedberg rarely
Lucas.
gives up rebounds, but when he does, the other team knows they need to pounce on them.
Hey, Mike, show us the play again, will you?
Hedberg reaches up with the blocker and pushes the shot away.
This faceoff is left of the goal. Kovalev sends it over to the right wing. Lemieux passes it to Beach. He plays it up to the center. Prima moves it to Gagne. Beach passes it off to Ferentz. He passes it to the left wing. Beach carries it past the blue line. Save made by Chickmanic. Brings it over the red line. Croc passes to Primo. McGillis passes to Desjardins. He passes it up the center. Ferentz sends it in front to Roosevelt. Brings the puck up. Croc takes it past the blue line. Saved by Chickmanic. Play stops as the goalie covers up.
The Penguins are so quick. You got to be fast to keep up with their game.
We've got a face-off to the left of Chickmanic. Straka sends it back to Belikar. He sends it back. It's intercepted. And he takes a wrist shot. Glove save! And he covers up. Leclerc can only shake his head after getting his sure goal taken away by Hedberg. This face-off is to the right of the goalkeeper. Murray moves it back to Weinrich. What a save! Lemieux brings the puck up through the zone. Kovalev carries it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. Knocked away by the blocker. Bone-crushing hit by Beach. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great save. Branheim brings it past the red line. He lets the backhand shot go. Brendel sends it back over to Murray. He looks to be in mid-season form with goaltending like that. The Pittsburgh Penguins are leading here. Mike, tell us a little more about that.
Despite the Penguins' moves to rebuild, they're still an offensive threat and should not be taken lightly.
Face-off to the left of Hedberg. Robitaille takes the puck up. Intercepted by Hanzus. Carries it over the red line. Melikar slides it over to Robitaille. Czechmanek moves it back over to Therian. He slides it to Hanzus. He passes it over to Brashear. Over to the right wing, and he takes a wrist shot. Therian takes it past the red line. Hanzus sends it back to McAllister. Brings the puck through the zone. Fedora carries it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. It looks like someone has done some work in the offseason. Fedora just gets robbed by Hedberg. Face-off to the right of Hedberg. Cross sends it over to Primo. Ferentz sends it up to the center. Croft brings it over the blue line. Roenick takes the puck up through the zone. Lacuche breaks up the play. Weinrich makes a long pass over to Recchi. And he takes a wrist shot. Stop. By Hedberg. Primo passes it over to Lacoutier. Brings it over the red line. Czechmanek sends it off to Johansson. Recchi passes it to the right wing. He takes the slap shot. That save shows he came into camp ready to play this season.
The Penguins play a fast style of hockey. I hope they can keep up.
We've got a face-off to the left of Hedberg. And he takes a wrist shot. Morazzo passes it over to the left wing. Herdina brings it past the red line. Moran sends it to the left wing. McGillis brings the puck up. Renheim brings it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Oh, Hedberg makes the save. And he's checked by Moran. Herdina brings the puck up through the zone. Straka takes it past the blue line.
Hedberg is so quick with the glove that it makes it tough to score on him.
Oh, my goodness. That happened so fast, I need to see it again.
Hedberg redirects the puck with his blocker, denying another opportunity.
This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. Lemieux sends it up over the beach. Deflected out front by Czechmanek. He passes it over to Kovalev. Gagne takes the puck up. Williams carries it past the blue line. He plays it back to Therrien. McAllister sends it over to Gagne. Carries it over the blue line. Passes to Primo. He passes it over to Williams. Tonight there's been some good, solid defense by Kovalev.
Kovalev can single-handedly change a game. One or two good checks can throw the other team completely off.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. Bergevin passes it over to McKenna. Brings it over the blue line. He sends it to Robitaille. Save by Czechmanek. Niemanen sends it over to the right wing. Hedberg passes it over to Melikar. Robitaille makes a long pass over to Niemanen. Roenick takes the puck up through the zone.
1 minute remaining.
Roman Czechmanek has trouble showing he can be the #1 guy. He's young, but needs to show the consistency of a top netminder. More confidence from his coaches and his ability would probably help.
Mike, could you shed some light on that last play?
Czechmanek reaches the glove out and makes the save.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Czechmanek. Hanzus passes it to the right wing. Fedora carries it past the red line. Croft brings the puck through the zone. Brings it past the blue line. Hanzus moves it over to Fedorak. The Philadelphia Flyers are behind right now, but in general are poised to take the next step. What's your take, Mike?
Now, if all their key players stay healthy, the Flyers have a great shot at being in the postseason annually.
Face-off to the right of Czechmanek. Pass to Brashear. The Pittsburgh Penguins will need to find some motivation to keep playing. They're up 4-0. You have any words of wisdom after 2, Mike?
The Flyers need to shoot more if they want to take the lead. The Penguins are being more physical and as a result are leading this game.
Time to drop the burnt biscuit. Leclerc takes it past the red line. Lemieux passes it off over to Moran. Beach brings it over the red line. Kovalev passes over to Lemieux. Recchi brings the puck up. Carries it past the blue line. It's intercepted by Leclerc. And he takes a wrist shot. Is he a bricklayer? Because he's been putting up a wall in front of the net all night long. Johansson slides it over to Weinrich. He relays it to Leclerc. Great check behind the net by Ferentz. Leclerc thought there was an easy tally there, but gets stoned by Hedberg. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Czechmanek. Primo sends it to Gagne. Interception by Murattsov. He sends the puck back over to Roosevelt. Primo takes the puck up. Sends it to Williams. Checked hard by Murattsov. Straka takes the puck up through the zone. Williams carries it over the blue line. Roosevelt brings the puck up through the zone. Straka takes it past the blue line. And he takes... What a wrist shot!
I'll tell you, the coach seems to be getting a little upset with the effort of his team.
A quick snapshot by Straka.
That was high and hard to get past the goalie.
Pittsburgh goal scored by number 82, Martin Straka.
Brashear
Assist to
carries it
number
over the red
28,
line.
Michelle Roosevelt. Time of goal, 3 minutes, 21 seconds.
Desjardins passes it over to the left wing. Brings it past the blue line. He passes it off to Fedora. Passes over to the left wing. He lets the snapshot go. And he takes a wrist shot. Terrific save. Hedberg has been playing great all game, making save after save. The Philadelphia Flyers are trailing. In general, Mike, what does this team need to improve this year?
Now, the Flyers play their best hockey on the road. If they can start winning more at home, they're a shoo-in for the postseason.
Face-off to the left of Hedberg. That was a hard hit by Beach. Moran sends it back to the defenseman. Pusher brings it past the red line. Therian passes it over to Leclerc. Carries it past the red line. Pusher sends it off to Lemieux. Brings the puck through the zone. Beach takes it past the red line. And they go offside. The Pittsburgh Penguins have the advantage right now in this game. Are there any other things our viewers should know about this team?
The Penguins are hoping to build on the brilliant flashes of defense they showed us in 2001-2002. If only they could sustain it for more than just periods at a time.
Murray sends it to his defenseman. Vicious check by Lacoutier. Ferentz sends it back to the defenseman. Primo carries it over the red line. Brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Great save. Czechmanek sends it up to Weinrich. Passes it over to Gagne. He sends it up to center. Primo carries it past the blue line. He sends it off over to Williams. And he takes a wrist shot. He is looking for the win with goaltending like that. Hooking is the call.
The upcoming power play could change the outlook of this game, Bill. Oh, now that was a really bad time to take a penalty.
Well, what is a good time for a penalty, Mike? This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper.
Pittsburgh penalty to number 7.
He passes back to the defenseman.
2 minutes.
Therian sends it to the left wing. Niemanen sends it to his defenseman.
16 seconds.
Czechmanek passes it over to Desjardins. Passes it to Williams.
Niemanen came through like an 18-wheeler for that hit. Nieminen can single-handedly change the flow of a game. Being aggressive isn't always bad.
This faceoff is left of the goal. Leclerc sends it to Roenick. Carries it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. He's continued to make saves like that throughout this game. Well, some teams will beat themselves if you wait long enough, but not the Penguins.
The Penguins are good at avoiding the box. They'd rather spend their time out in the ice.
This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. Czechmanek sends it back to the defenseman. Johansson passes it to Leclerc. Lemieux brings the puck up. Pusher passes to the defenseman. The penalty is over, and both teams are at full strength. Johansson passes it off over to Leclerc. Roosevelt takes the puck up. Prima brings it over the red line. Takes it past the blue line. Kovalev carries it past the red line. Takes the puck up through the zone. Broken up by Williams. Brings it past the red line. He passes it to the left wing. And he takes a wrist shot. Nice. Hedberg makes the block. And he takes a wrist shot. Is he a bricklayer? Because he's been putting up a wall in front of the net all night long. Lemieux passes it over to the left wing. Moves it back over to Ferentz. Gets it over to the left wing. Beach moves it back over to Lemieux. Gagne brings it over the blue line. Denied. Hedberg gloves that shot out of the air. Kovalev sends it to the left wing. Beach takes it past the red line. Hanzus brings the puck up through the zone. Sent back over to Fedoruk. And he takes a wrist shot. Hedberg moves it over to Straka. And he takes a wrist shot. He's continued to make saves like that throughout this game. Herdina brings the puck through the zone. Man, what a save. Roenick sends it over to the right wing. Recchi passes it over to the left wing. Leclerc brings it past the blue line. Lays it up to the center. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Nieminen. Johansson passes over to Roenick. Intercepted by McKenna. Johansson plays it up to the center. Roenick carries it over the red line. Pass back to Leclerc. Nieminen brings the puck up, brings it over the red line. Recchi passes to Roenick. He passes it up the center. Leclerc carries it past the blue line. He takes the backhand shot. carries it past the red line. Roenick carries it over the blue line. Boom! Crushing hit by Moran. Pusher slides it to McKenna. Roenick brings it over the blue line. Check hard by Robitaille. McKenna passes it to the right wing. Branhant takes it past the blue line. And the goalie covers up to stop play.
Robitaille turns him into road pizza, leveling him to the ice.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. And he's checked by Croft. The play is broken up by Primo. Takes it past the red line. Brings it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. He is looking for the win with goaltending like that. Bergevin sends it to Primo. Takes the puck up. Intercepted. Herdina passes it over to the left wing. He passes it back to Belikov. Bergevin sends it over to the right wing. Morazzo carries it past the blue line. Grabbed out of the air. Czechmanek sends it up to the center. That's the way to check someone. He slides it to Herdina. Passes it to the right wing. Morazzo carries it over the blue line. Those saves are great warm-ups for the regular season. The Pittsburgh Penguins prevail 5-0. Wrap this game up for us, Mike.
When you get blown out, you have to just dust off the ice and get out there the next day.
That ends ESPN's coverage of tonight's game. Good night from the First Union Center.
And now, for the 3 stars of the game, the number 3 star,